All right, y'all. It's a serious day. It's a serious day and a serious time. So, look, I had to put some serious music. All right. We got a This Just In, and it's not a This Just In technically. If you've been watching since last night, everything unfolded. P. Diddy has been arrested, and he was arrested in New York. We're going to talk about a couple of stories today. And I am Moochie, and this is Moochilla's Review.
Put me up in that algorithm and holla at your girl.
Okay, y'all. So look, I'm gonna bring in everybody. Well, I'm gonna bring in who's here so far. And we're gonna get down to some of these stories that we're gonna be talking about. So let's get into it. I'm gonna bring in my two co-hosts. You know, one is always fashionably late, but I have Detroit from Detroit Kings YouTube channel. He is here. What's up, Detroit? Okay, and Monique Nicole, she'll be here shortly. And we're gonna be talking about several things today.
Okay, you hear me now?
I hear you now. So okay. You on? We live. Okay. What's up, Detroit? You ready to talk about all of this? We've been talking about it behind the scenes.
Yeah.
We're gonna start with we're waiting for people to get here, so we're gonna do. I don't know if y'all was listening last week, or did y'all come on last week? We talked about the Tariq Hill arrest, where he was on his way to the game. I had to circle back to this for the simple fact is there's been some stuff that has come out about this police officer, Detroit.
Is he a group? Is the police officer a groupie?
He's not a groupie. It sounds like he has a problem with he doesn't have a good record. And when I say that,
it don't seem like it.
He has a history. This officer has a history of suspensions. How many times has he been suspended? He's been suspended about 6 times, y'all. So he already is a bad apple. And I want to know what's your take on this now that we are getting a little bit of a backstory on this cop.
Man, look, Mamuchi. Oh my God, how can I say? I'm gonna say, well, T Hill, you did nothing wrong, man, but you was kind of being too emotional, man. If you wasn't a police officer, you wouldn't be here right now. You know what I mean? I gotta call it, but the police was wrong, man. I don't understand what's going on with these police officers. He was doing too much. It was nasty.
Yes.
Nasty. This is just my opinion. Like, for the people, just to give you the guys and the ladies, give y'all gems. If the police officer say, "Give me your license," just tell them, "Okay, I'm about to give you my license. With your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands on the wheel," because they do anything that they can to try to delete you.
Right. So it says between 2014 and 2019, Torres was suspended for a total of 50 days. This includes 2 5-day suspensions in February 2014, as well as February 2016, and another 2 in September of 2016, a 20-day suspension. And also in October 2018, there was a 10-day suspension. Let me hit you again with June 2019, there was a suspension. March, he's been reprimanded. He's received 4 written reprimands. So that means, remember when I said sometimes when people get arrested, they usually, like when you get called into supervision, you get like a reprimand and they basically do a how can I say it, a recorrection. So they're trying to reinforce training on you because your methods are being used in the wrong fashion.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like from March of 99 to 2020, it's, to me, his whole police career, he's been
damn, over a whole decade. I'm
exactly.
I'm just thinking about that. Dang. Why he ain't fired though? They only gonna give you. I mean, as a we all know
To
police
me,
officers.
having a paid vacation after he's done, after he's rewarded with this. Let
All
me
right.
bring in Momo.
Okay.
Hey, Momo.
Hi guys.
All right, so like
Hey.
I said, I was giving people time to get here, so we're gonna do our circle back story, and we were talking about we're finding out more about this police officer Torres, Danny Torres, because let's get his name out there. Well, I know we pushing Tariq name, but he already famous. Let's make Danny Torres famous for what he's doing, and he's a bad cop. I'm not gonna say he has a history of that, but I'll look at it like this. He came near. These police officers are supposed to de-escalate the situation, and he kind of escalated it. So I want to know, what are y'all thoughts after finding out how many times this Danny Torres has been suspended? What are your thoughts from this now with that a lot of stuff is unfolding?
I'm disgusted. Oh,
I was on you, Monique. I ain't want to cut you up.
oh no, my bad, brother. I'm disgusted, you guys. And you know, the thing is, we've heard this time and time again, and it really grinds my gears because I feel like there is no other profession in which someone can be suspended, written up, disciplined 10 times over and still be able to hold their position. Think about it. Not even firefighters get that grace. Doctors, nurses, anybody, teachers, school aid, administrator, no one gets that type of grace. And I'm trying to figure out, why is it that this one industry gets to get over like that? Do they not see how that's a liability? It's some type of disgusting fraternity that they have within the police force, and even within it, it's so much corruption. The good people are out there, but they can't say anything because they'll get effed with internally. Yeah. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Go
It's a
ahead.
lot of good. Oh no, I would just want to say it's a lot of good cops out there. You know, I don't really have much to say about it because it's gonna continue to keep happening and happening. I want to know, how many times do you get fired from the police force if you get suspended that many times? I'm thinking they don't supposed to give you that many passes, right?
No, they're not supposed to. They're not supposed
and we paying them their salary too. To be honest, like, and they still doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And this been going on before we was even born, Mo. For real. Like, don't get it twisted. This has been going on since the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
I know, but the thing is, times have changed. We should not still have this type of dialogue. This should not still be the conversation. This is so repetitive that it makes my stomach turn. Rodney King happened what? 92? 91?
92.
92. Why is that still happening in 2024?
Because the police department has been corrupt. And the Ku Klux Klan
they have too much power. They have too much power. So who comes in and eliminates that much power? Who's the person to do it? What government official? Are they in bed with each other?
Yeah, the mayor, the district attorney, everybody got a part to play.
Yeah, everybody.
Okay, let me ask y'all this question. If it was corrupted when, PC was running it, shouts out to Torian. If it was corrupted when the majority of that was running it, and now you got same thing with Hollywood, now you have black people running it. Do you think, running a lot of stuff in it? I won't say they're completely running it. Do y'all think now that this has happened, that now they want to take things down because the tables are turning?
You talking about the
I'm talking about the police.
Okay.
I'm talking about the whole. Everything's all connected, y'all. So I'm talking about everything.
What the OJs say? No, it's all of the love of money. It depends on
Mm-hmm.
which money you got. Think about the owner of the Dolphins. He's a billionaire. He got a lot of power. Now he's not happy that one of his players got harassed. So I'm thinking he's about to make a call into the police department and say, "You're gonna have to do something about this." And I actually think this guy gonna be fired and probably I get a month. That man got a lot of power. And if you talking about a billionaire with the Dolphins, they're not about to play with him.
So do y'all know who came to Danny Torres' defense?
Who?
His brother. His brother. I don't know if he's I guess he does some stuff online too. Maybe he has a YouTube channel, but he's been coming to his defense. He's been coming to his defense with everything. So I just don't understand how you could defend him and think that this is right. But I guess it's his brother.
He ain't the only
so
one doing it though. They keeping it. He's not the only one though. There's a lot of people that liked what that cop did. They just ain't saying nothing about it. Just think about it. The whole state of Florida is rigged. If you go back to the case,
but you gotta look at it like this too, Detroit. It's happening in every state.
That's a fact, but more Florida
like
though.
With the brutality and things like this.
But you could get away with this stuff in Florida. Going back with Trayvon Martin, the boy didn't do nothing. He got deleted, went to court. All the jury said not guilty, and now this guy walking around with his chest out.
And that wasn't even law enforcement. That was a knucklehead civilian.
Exactly. In the police. But think about it more. Who's a part of this? The prosecutor and the jury. They and the judge.
And didn't he have some cop friends or something?
He had cop friends, and his daddy was rich.
Yeah. So. Yeah. That case still makes my stomach hurt. I'm sorry. I just have to
okay.
They all make my stomach hurt and make me sick. All of them. There's been so many, but that Trayvon Martin one really did something to me. And I think it was probably because I guess I can't say that word, but the person wasn't even law enforcement. He was a civilian. And we had in the tape, you could hear Trayvon saying help. And they try to say, well, we don't know whose voice. You know that was a young boy's voice.
Exactly.
That case it took me back. That was
and they did everything.
It just took me back at that time. That was my first protest that I marched here in Atlanta. It was
horrible.
That was a hard time.
They trashed them. When the trial happened, they try to do everything they can to trash him, talking about he was a bad kid.
Yep.
He was
stealing, right?
And all type of stuff.
Same thing with Michael Brown. They did that.
Yeah, they did.
So
they trashed him.
And George Floyd too tried to.
Of course, yeah.
Okay, so let me move this up. So even if they get fired, they will end up being police in another city and state. This is what they need to stop. I'm glad you brought this up, Inga. How you doing, Ginger Snaps? So even if they get fired, they end up being a police in another city. That's what they need to stop. I feel like once they start getting a bad record, especially being disciplined multiple times like this police officer was, they shouldn't be a cop anymore. Like
I agree.
But I know there's a shortage of police too. So it's like it's a catch-22 right now. That's what the excuses this is what they're telling us why a lot of cops are being rehired.
let me ask y'all a question though. Y'all might disagree with me, but we all make mistakes, right? It don't matter. It's no such thing as you only gonna have one mistake. We can make 10 mistakes.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? We not perfect. So I agree
Within
with you.
reason. Within reason.
Right. So, I don't know the man record. I would pray that the man ain't take nobody life, but he probably did. Let's say if he didn't take nobody life as a being a police officer and they did fire him. Don't you believe like if he could get his self together and he could be this is just my opinion. All right. You get fired, you go to another state. You could be a police officer, but you gotta go through training again. You
I
gotta go to
agree.
therapy and you got to sit there.
Reevaluated.
Yeah, exactly. So I would say that though, because I think people do change when their times come, and that
I
goes for
agree.
everybody.
People can change when they see that they have done wrong. Right?
True, true.
I think we all can agree that there is something needs to be done about the recruiting onboarding process to become a police officer. I think it is way too easy for the average citizen to become an officer. There has to be a level of integrity, morals, competence, non-bias, everything. They need a training more like the military. I'm not saying everybody in the military is perfect, but I just feel like men in the military, women in the military, aside from whatever their race is, there still is a level of, I don't know, guys. I can't find the word, but I just think
I like where you going with this though,
they're
because
high. It's a higher
yeah,
caliber because I've talked to white people too in the military, and
yeah,
they don't stand for a lot of the stuff that the average police officers do. They don't stand for it, and I just think it's too easy to become
they
an
don't like them. They
officer.
don't like
Let
them.
me
My
just say
uncle,
this: the
yeah.
same way that in America. The same way that doctors and nurses and attorneys have to pledge an oath and like their license and stuff can be snatched. I feel like police officers need it to be like that too. It's just they have too much leeway. It's just too much leeway
They
for
got too
that
much
one
power.
profession. For that
Okay,
one
let me just
profession.
interject right here, real quick, though. And they do go to the academy, but I do believe they need to know the laws that they are enforcing, because a lot of these people know some people they arrested or they trying know the law better than them. So they do need to try. They do need to know the laws. They do need sensitivity training. They do need to know how to deal with mentally disturbed people.
Yes.
And they need to learn how to deal with all aspects before resorting to using the pow.
The
Can I say?
Okay?
Can I say this,
and
ladies?
a mental
Oh,
competence
They
and
usually give them a psychological, though.
a psych evaluation.
They do
uh,
give them a psych evaluation.
they need
Well,
to.
Everybody gets
I needed to listen. I want to see it. I feel like I want to see it because what does it look like? What does it look
Yeah.
like? What if it's
Can
flawed? What if it is
look. I
flawed?
know.
How
For
often is
me,
it updated? Listen, the same way, because I worked in mental health, the same way when the psychiatrists or the psychologists have the testing to see, okay, are you on the spectrum? Are you this? Are you that? Do you have this diagnosis? That is updated every few years. What does y'all's evaluation look like? The same way when they draft you to be for a jury member, you cannot be biased on certain. It needs to be stricter.
that jury the situation don't work neither no more.
that jury situation don't work either. Somebody could sit there and can really can hate the people that they're about to judge.
Yeah, but they weed them
Wait a minute, let me
out.
finish talking, please. They could hate the people that they're being judged by, and they'll go in acting as if they're going to have a bias. They're not going to have a biased attitude, and the tables have turned. We've seen this. They're bringing this up now with Tupac's trial. that it was one lady on there that just wanted to get out of there. But that's another discussion in itself. They do have psychologicals, but you also got to remember a lot of things happen with people being brought in by other people and things sort of going under the radar.
They say the testing to see if the person is not a racist. You do know other cops gonna say, do this test. This what they're gonna test you on with a white cop, or a white cop need to do. Like my brother said, he said they need to go in the inner city. What do you mean the hood for damn near a whole month? And you can you can see if they're uncomfortable with black people. You can't a white person can't hire a racist for too long. You will find out. You will find it. Come on,
All I'm
Monique.
saying
You
is
got
stuff.
you. Monique, let me ask you a question. And
Yeah.
Moochie, all of us have white friends. I'm pretty sure we do. Can
Mhm.
it don't take you too long to find out if this person want to be around any black people,
Thank
right
you.
or wrong?
Right.
It don't take a rocket scientist to figure
Yeah,
out if somebody is biased or racially. It don't take a rocket
exactly.
scientist. So, like, to y'all's point, is again, it's like we've seen it. What was the show? What was the cop show that came on HBO a couple years ago with
We own
John what's his name?
we own the city.
We own the city.
Yes. There's so much corruption. There's just so much corruption, and there's
Because if you take a white person, a white woman or a man out in the hood, and you just keep going to in the inner city, you could tell a person who a woman or a man who cool with the brothers that don't have a racist bone in their body. They're not uncomfortable, but the ones that is, they could try to hide it, but you can see it.
You can see it.
You can see they can't hide. You can't hide that.
I agree.
Okay, we're from most cops were picked on coming up in school. Yeah, most cops were picked on coming up in school like they was either bullied, and then when they get that badge, a lot of them act like maniacs. Like they abuse their power.
Absolutely.
Facts.
Okay,
everybody cannot have power. Like there's so much that could be done, and they're not doing it. And
I can't wait till you get to this. I mean,
I'm glad y'all did it. With that being said, I'm gonna look at the comments and then we're gonna move on to the next story.
Because
okay?
I got something to tell y'all, ladies. I want to talk to the ladies too. The people creep, and I can't say the other word on YouTube, but I'm gonna tell y'all, ladies, when you can know this dude is the P word. I'm gonna just look like that.
Okay, Ginger Staff says if you sit there and watch bad stuff go on as a cop and you do not do anything, then you're just as complicit. That's why I know it's no good cops out there. You can't say no, it's no. It's one or two out of there, but some people you gotta look at it like this too. Some of them are caught between a rock and a hard place. You gotta remember they want to make their money and get back home to their families. And if I guess the code of the blue line or whatever the case may be, they know if stuff go down, they might not be protected by their fellow employees, their fellow their co-workers. I'll just say it like that.
I mean, I see both sides. I definitely get what Inga is saying. I definitely get what she's saying. There's definitely some truth to that. I don't know. I just can't say there's no good cops in the world. I can't say that, but
I can't say it.
I will say the bad outweigh the good. I think there's more bad ones than there are good ones. I do think that
they are part of that I would say sets. Is the blue, the red. I mean, it is the blue, but it's two blues, blue, red, and that's that. I'm just gonna say it like that. If you a good cop and you snitch on your partner, you gonna be in trouble.
Huge trouble. But at the same time, it's like when you see injustice or something is wrong. That's what I'm saying, y'all. There's so many levels. This is so many levels to this because it needs to be a safe space for officers when they do see corruption and injustice and crime and misuse of power. There needs to be a safe space where they can report to someone not in that department, another person higher up, maybe runs the district of X, Y, and Z station because I can see how I don't feel comfortable reporting to you, especially if you chummy with the boss. I can see, but they have to. It's just so much they need to do, y'all, to make this system better. It's just so much. There's so much. It's so bad.
Okay, so
my bad,
Sia
my bad.
Macomb says, I have a lot of friends that were cops and still cops, and they do good for the community, black and white. And that's where I'm at with that, because I know some police officers that deal with the community, that talk to the community, and know how to
They play basketball. I've seen cops play basketball.
Exactly.
And
so you can't say it's every police officer. What they need to start doing is it has to be a better rapport with the people in the community as well as the police officers, like you was mentioning in Detroit, where they need to start putting cops in the hood so they know how to interact with people. So
they got to understand the culture.
To me, they should bring back the beat cop in every area, so that way you know the people in your community.
Yep, you got to know the people in your community, because you started to sit there and knocking on doors and shaking people's hands. You will never have to worry about if it's a crime committed. Somebody will call the police. I'm not one of the ones in here and say I'm not going to snitch. If I see somebody breaking into my car or somebody else's car, I'm calling the police.
Oh, no.
Hell? Because if I don't call the police when trying to help somebody else breaking into somebody's house, then that means when I'm going, somebody gonna do the same thing. Y'all got to get out that mood of talking about not snitching. Y'all don't even know the definition of snitching.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the wrong with that. We got to take the black community got to take some responsibility.
We have to take some responsibility too. I agree. And with that being said, we're gonna move on to the next story, y'all. All right.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Second assassination of
allegedly.
Can I say that? Second deletion attempt. I'll say that because I gotta be careful on YouTube. Allegedly. Okay, so let's talk about it, y'all. What's y'all thoughts on it? Was it real? Is it live or is it Memorex?
It's a lie. And Kendrick voice, it's a lie. He lied again.
Child, boo boo.
Hey, Tamika.
Hey, Tamika.
You know why I don't like talking about Trump or nothing like this? Because his fan base is ridiculous. I don't want the.
We're not even talking about who we voting for right now.
Okay,
I just want to know if it was real, if it was alive, or if it's Memorex, y'all. Do you think this was done to gain some votes?
Yes.
And that's about it. I'm not. We're not saying who we voting for.
Okay.
Let's make that clear.
Because they be going crazy. Because they come out in the comments going crazy.
Like I said, listen. So that's why we keeping it right in the.
So we can't say that now. I can't. On my platform, I can't say who I'm voting for. What's going on?
You can if you want. I just don't want the blowback. I'm just saying right now.
No,
we staying on in here.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm asking for clarity because everything changes every week on YouTube. So
Monique said, I just don't want you.
We just trying to,
to go in the comments and they trying to say racial things. These Trump supporters are weirdos.
Exactly. That's why I'm trying to keep it in a box.
Start talking. You know what I mean?
We're not saying, we're not picking a party or anything right now. We're just talking about this whole pow attempt. Was it manufactured or was it the real deal?
Manufactured, fake news, lies from the pits of hell. Baby, I thought I was looking at an episode of Scandal, y'all. If y'all, all the Scandal fans, this had Cyrus Bean written all over it. Yeah. Okay?
It's like another version of House of Cards or something.
It really is. It's a scheme, y'all. It's a scheme.
It's a scheme. Sure did, RC. He said Moochie had to check a fool 2 weeks ago.
Oh no!
See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I want to protect my black queen. Don't, because they'll be all in the comments.
I got my people in there that's ready to snatch them out like the Sandman. So we good. All right. So we good. If the trolls come in there, they know who they are. They got the wrenches. They will snatch them out of here like the Sandman at the Apollo.
I love that. And just for clarity,
what's up, Jeremiah?
We don't got to stay on it too long, but just for clarity, this happened Sunday. He was on the golf course in Florida, correct?
Yes.
Mhm.
And the attempt,
A Republican state, by the way.
very much so. An attempt was made while he was playing golf, or was he on, like, does anybody know the specifics on where it took place? It happened on the golf course. You know,
They're
can
just
anybody help
saying
me?
they're being very vague with it. They're saying he was kind of like in this vicinity. Yo, ooh, your eyebrows look good.
Oh, thanks,
I need to
sis.
go where you go. But anyway, moving on.
You know
No.
that's a lie, Moochie. Ain't nobody about to do nothing to this man. In Florida, they love him. They worship the
Look,
ground he walk on.
I
the
know.
man has been arrested.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. He's in custody, and they're talking about he will get attempted deletion charges. Y'all
Yeah,
know what that
right.
is. We're on YouTube. Y'all know I gotta be careful. They just
Right.
took the silver bracelets off me, y'all. So
all
I'm really
all
trying
they
to be
gonna
careful.
do is all they gonna do is get him some money for him and his family to go overseas, and he good. Ain't nothing gonna happen to him.
So
I
they
agree.
say that Secret Service opened fire at the suspected person with firearm while Trump was on the golf course.
What else you got, Momo?
Let's see. A man with an AK style rifle pushed the firearm's muzzle through the perimeter of where Trump was golfing Sunday afternoon. This led to the Secret Service opening fire. The suspect reportedly dropped the weapon and fled the scene in an SUV and was captured in the next county. Two officials confirmed that the weapon was recovered at the scene of the crime. And there were no injuries reported.
All right, so let me ask y'all this quick
Which is a
question.
lie.
Y'all heard the stories about him with wearing the Depends and stuff, y'all. Do y'all think he boo-booed on himself?
You stupid.
I'm just saying.
I mean, he should have did it. I mean, I'm gonna say this respectfully,
Did he boo-boo
man.
on himself?
He probably did, though. You know what I
He
mean?
himself. He probably tinkled.
His manhood got the best of him. He got embarrassed in a debate. Kamala Harris, kind of. I mean, ain't no kind. She spanked him, and then now somebody trying to delete this guy. Stop it, man! You can't fool us. We know this is fake news.
This is so fake.
Okay. Oh wait, that's not the right.
And let me say this though, right? And I'm not saying who to vote for. I'm not saying nothing. But y'all really want this dude to be president if he doing stuff like this?
Child.
Like, y'all got to really think about it for a second, people. Y'all really want this man to be president when allegedly somebody tried to delete this guy?
He's a
Okay,
lost
look,
cause.
we're gonna curve it with this, and we're gonna move on to the next story because we do not want them people coming
Oh
over
no,
here.
definitely.
And if they come, we got the smoke for you. We ain't scared of nobody, boo-boo.
I'm not scared. I just don't want to have I don't want to have my people with the wrenches working overtime. Okay, I'm just
Please don't. That messed up the algorithm too with all them crazy comments.
It does.
all right. So let me ask y'all this question. I'm circling back to this. I did bring this up last week in last week's conversation, and now they've done gave. I don't know if let me show the cover again. They gave him this is the second story.
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar got a cease and desist where he is not able to perform, not like us at the Super Bowl. I don't know if this is going to be enforced. I mean, the rapper that Kendrick is, I'm sure he could change the words. So we might be seeing that performed.
Well, you will be seeing the performance again. That's why the NFL wanted him to be there. The NFL, it got all type of $billion lawyers. Ain't no your money ain't strong enough to mess with the NFL. They got all that covered. He will be performing that song.
Okay, so my question is this. Drake has said there was a rumor, there was talk from his camp saying that he has been asked to perform at the Super Bowl several times, and the NFL came out and debunked that that whole statement
They
saying
say
that.
about maybe 2 times that Jay-Z asked him to do it. Maybe just 2 times.
And the question is, was he going to be a feature performer or was he going to be the headliner, where somebody has to do the whole entire performance, such as like how Usher and Rihanna did?
I say he's a headline artist. He has to be the headline.
Now, I don't know if you guys were here last week. I did explain the little beef between him and Jay-Z over the whole title issue. And I feel like Lil Wayne became a casualty in this situation because he knows if he if Jay-Z has a problem with somebody, he gonna try to block them every way. So
Not all the time.
I'm not
All the
saying
time.
I'm using this as an example in this example. Like for instance, with this, what they're saying is, if they would have let Lil Wayne do this, which I don't think, to me, we talked about this last week. I think his catalog is not like commercial friendly
At all.
at the time that they're performing. And
Do you think
don't get me wrong, he has some songs though, y'all. He
His
has
catalog-
songs.
his
He has
catalog
plenty
is
of songs. He has
Oh, I
plenty of songs.
love Lil Wayne. Yeah.
He has plenty of songs that he could perform that are radio friendly. And it was just other things as far as him being able to do a entire show for that long.
He could do it. He could do it, but
I don't know.
I gotta. Y'all not gonna like what I gotta say, but there was a right choice not to bring Lil Wayne. I'm gonna tell you why. Because at the Grammys, he
Mhm.
was 30 minutes late for performance. For us, like practice, like rehearsal time. That was he left. He did the rehearsal, then went on and argued with somebody and left. Number two, think about it. I hate to do this to you, Lil Wayne, but you did it to yourself, my brother. You took a picture with Donald Trump, even though he got you pardoned. That's cool. That ain't gonna cut it. Number two, you was on CBS for 60-minute interview and said that you don't even know what Black Lives Matter is. You said that, bruh. You said it. You said you don't know what it is. All lives matter. You think the people with Pepsi, Doritos, and want to see you on the Super Bowl? Them doggone sponsors they would have put out of the Super Bowl. You a high risk, man. They can't afford. You can't perform, dog. And you halfway be high too, man. So you don't even know what day it is. So Jay-Z did the right thing to get Kendrick to perform. Y'all don't have to like it, but it is what it is.
I agree, and I feel like people got to start. I just don't like how we always we react so quick. Like, y'all really think that the black man has the only say so in something as huge as the suit? Do you know how much money, how much politics, how many businesses, companies, commercials, executives are in for the Super Bowl? Do you know how much million? Do you understand when y'all watch the Super Bowl and y'all see the advertisements? These companies, Doritos, Bud Light, whoever, are paying millions,
billions of dollars, actually.
Millions of dollars to have a 1-minute commercial, to have a 45-second commercial. And you guys think because a black man has a seat at the table that he gets to say end all be all?
No.
Come on, y'all. Black people, I need y'all to think a little bit more before y'all react.
Can I react to what my sister Mo is saying? Black people, open your eyes, wake up. Even Roger Goodell don't got that much power when it comes to the Super Bowl. What I'm saying is, it's money, the green. If you put somebody like Chris Brown, they say Chris Brown. I'm telling you, get him off right now, Jay-Z. Jay-Z gonna be like, you gotta go. It's not gonna take 2 days. It ain't gonna take an hour. Nothing. When one sponsor say, I'm not about to sit there and do none of my ass, the NFL get to sweat and nervous and say, well, he won't be on here then. So you think
that's what happened with him with the this All-Star game?
Exactly. Like the sponsors is the big, especially in sports. You think come on now, you think the Super Bowl could run without the ads? You know how much money they get for that? Come on now, Moni. These people not even thinking when they talk.
They're
They
not
too busy
thinking.
emotional.
They wanted to damn crucify and dumbass Nicki Minaj, who I'm a fan of, but she pissed me the hell off. You want to comfort. I just don't like the way y'all just be so quick to come. Y'all cherry pick and pick and choose. And I don't like that. 1 minute is support the black man. Then the next minute, y'all ready to tear him apart without even having all the details. Y'all so fickle. Y'all are too fickle for me. Stand
And
on
too
something.
emotional.
Stand
And too
on
emotional.
something. Y'all too fickle.
I honestly felt like Lil Wayne, like he's not as don't get me wrong, he has songs, but he's not he I feel like he's not up to par right now.
Moochie,
He's not performing at 100%. And don't get me wrong, if it was more time, I feel like he could come out there and do a few songs with Kendrick.
That's what exactly.
And also
and
feel
that's
like
not
that
gonna happen no more because how the way
how
they did it. Look, Kendrick was like, no, I'm good. I don't even need him on my set. I don't blame him. And then Lil Wayne talking about I feel bad for myself, bro. You never really. I mean, I'm a chill because I don't want to trash Lil Wayne, but this is getting to be ridiculous now.
I feel like they did that to block. You know that, like I said, I mentioned it last week. You know, the powers that be and Jay-Z already had a problem with Nicki as well as Drake. And I think that's why they did that. That was the initial thing. And if you look at it, look at the year that Kendrick's had. Let's be honest here.
Thank you, Moochie.
I think it's bigger than Jay-Z. I think it's Kendrick had a
crazy
year. He could perform. He'd have proved that when they did it in LA, he could perform. And then I did the Googles. Doritos, Pepsi is ran by liberal people. So you know what that mean is you going on CBS talking stupid. Mm-hmm. They don't like the man that's could be the president by the time or not. Mm-hmm. They're not about to sit there and put no money in if you there. It's I'm just saying it's all about it's politics and sports too. Y'all don't want to believe this, but it is. And money talks and BS walks. That's what they say.
All right. So with that being said,
right or wrong, Monique, ain't politics as part of entertainment business.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right. And again, like you guys, y'all just did too much because this was such a fresh decision. You guys don't know. They haven't even begun the planning and the execution and the rehearsal. You don't even know if Lil Wayne was going to come out for a song or two. And now
it's a wrap after that.
We don't know that. They could probably smooth stuff over just to make people in that state.
The top from Punch from TDE said that's a wrap.
So that's a wrap with Lil Wayne too?
Oh, it's a wrap.
We don't know that yet.
I'm holding out some hope, but it don't look good.
All right, so wait 1 second.
You know, Top is the main guy of TDE. If he say I'm good on that Kendrick's not bringing Lil Wayne up there.
Okay, so let me ask y'all this question. With that being said, they had and we have to say allegedly. I agree. So we're gonna hold that up there for a while. Thank you. So with that being said, with this going on, they did say at first that it wasn't Jay-Z's decision. Mm-hmm. They were saying that it was it was like a program director, which is called, his name is Jesse Collins. They were saying that he was the one that made the decision, but according to Jesse Collins, he said no, this was all on Jay-Z. So he basically threw him under the bus. You're not gonna blame all of this on me. This was your doing. So what are y'all thoughts about this?
Who is he again?
Jesse Collins. He's involved with the NFL, and then he's part of the halftime show. Like he basically is one of those people that is involved with who's picking. But they said Jay-Z had the final say.
He just threw him under the bus. He don't. Mm-hmm. He lied to Jay-Z. Yeah. I know people y'all want to believe Jay-Z got the power. He really don't.
He really don't. He's like, if y'all seen Boomerang, y'all know who Lady Eloise was, right? She was like the spokesperson of the perfume, but she really didn't have the executive decisions. Just like we found out later that Diddy was a glorified influencer for Ciroc.
Yeah, he wasn't a man.
He
was
wasn't even an owner. And we was thinking for years that was his liquor. And people got on board just because it was him.
It's true.
Oh,
yeah, like I said, y'all, does he have a seat at the table? Yes. Is he a part of the meetings and does he put his input? Yes. Is he the end all be all?
No. You can have a foot at the table all you want to. And there's no disrespect. That just like 50 Cent with Stars. Yes, Courtney Kemper, they had a foot at the table. But whoever the last person to get that green light is the CEO. They don't give the green light.
Thank you. It's messed up, but yeah, the facts.
Okay, Jay-Z is just a figurehead mascot, similar to how he had a minority share of the Brooklyn Nets. Exactly. Everybody thought he was the owner back then when Shaw came in. I remember this. They thought he was changing the neighborhood back in Marcy. And okay, he did. People got hired and things like that, but it's like a whole bigger thing than that.
It kind of, hey, I'm gonna try to be nice because Jay-Z my favorite, but I gotta call it how it is. Okay. A lot of people in Marcy in Brooklyn not too happy with him because I mean the people who had them buildings they had to go, and I'm just gonna leave it as that. They forced some people out of their business.
So did I explain it right? Like he's like the Lady Eloise of okay. All right. Dang. So let's move on to look. I'm saving things for last. No, we're gonna talk about this is the next story, y'all.
Yeah, let's break it up.
Look, we're gonna talk about I like to go light, serious, light, and back again, okay? So we're talking about this whole tape, the whole live and him going live by accident, y'all. I found some tweets from the stylist. One tweet. I was looking for the other one.
You weren't looking for Michelle.
Yeah.
Leave Michelle alone, ladies, man.
Look, it's another thing. Did y'all know that he got some endorsements from all of this thing with this tape?
Yeah.
He got some endorsements from some male enhancement.
I'm gonna tell you, let me say this, and then I'm gonna say this. Like Shannon Sharp, I rock with you heavy, but this just me, and I know, and nobody talked about this, but men shouldn't be bragging about how you having sex with another woman to another man. Whatever
that lie was not accidental, allegedly.
I'm just saying though, like allegedly, but I'm just saying, think about it. You go on, and he had to do it because it's an entertainment bit, but you go on Nightcap and you sitting there bragging about you was hitting it good, and you like, bruh, like that's between you and your chick. Why you gotta tell the world what you was doing? We clearly heard what you was doing. You sitting there pillow talking. But I'm gonna chill.
So look, the stylist has wanted to put their 2 cents in, and they said accidentally going live when you have to open the app, swipe right, then swipe left twice, and hit the button is absolutely insanely impossible.
Okay, so can I come in now with my facts?
Yes, here you go. No, Momo, it's all on you now. I just wanted to bring in the story.
Thank you. Let me get some camera action. Okay. So you guys, when this story first broke, I thought, like a lot of you, I thought this was rubbish, this was BS, and this was a scheme. I knew immediately when he said that, remember, his first thing was he was hacked. I knew that was a lie. And then he came back and said that he accidentally went live. Now, the first couple days, I thought that was BS because I know personally, in order to go live on Instagram, you got to go through about 3 different prompts before they allow you to go live. However, Instagram has been doing a lot of wacky updates. There's been a lot of glitches going on with Instagram. And so after the Shannon Sharp thing, I said, you know what? Since I'm speaking this like it's facts, let me just make sure that that's still the case. So 2 nights ago, me and a friend, we went on Instagram. We both clicked live, y'all, and they done changed it, baby. It is, I will say, this new update with Instagram, it is much easier now to accidentally go live. Like I said, prior to this recent update, yes, you used to have like 3 different prompts. Now you click live and it does a literally 3-second countdown. And I'm live. 3 seconds. That's it. So,
well, how come I have such a hard time hooking this joker up to StreamYard?
I don't know. Well, I have an issue with that too. That's something I don't know. We'll have to talk about offline. But as far as live, you guys, they have changed it. And if you accidentally click live, you will go live in 3 seconds. So I'm going to give him a little bit of grace. He is an older man, technology, all that stuff. Unfortunately, Instagram made a bad upgrade, and you can go live within 3 seconds of if you just click this button or swipe it or whatever. 3 seconds, you're live. So hopefully Instagram will change it back, because I like the prompts. I like how it was, okay, you're about to go live. Click here. Are you sure? I like that. But now you can go live in 3 seconds.
He got an iPhone too, right though, Monique? He got an iPhone too. So.
And I have an iPhone too.
Yeah, so Monique she's not trying to cape up for him.
I'm not trying to cape for him at all.
My homeboy said the same thing. He was like, man, his stuff be glitching and stuff. Like he said, the stuff has been glitching because it's a new iPhone 16 and it's another update available too.
I'm telling y'all, I just did it. I literally swiped and I pressed live and it gave me a 3-second countdown. It gave me 3 seconds and I was live. So like I said, the first 2 days, I thought he was full of crap. I thought he was lying, but due to this new update, and I hope they change it back. But yeah, I'm not telling y'all to, but I'm going to give him a little bit of grace.
Okay, so you giving him the benefit of the doubt with this one.
Since the new update, I am. And that's the only reason why.
Shannon, why you got the phone, bruh? Like, dog, if you're gonna be getting it in, put the phone on silent or something. I know you're a busy man, but dang.
I really think the brother was on Instagram and just dropped his phone on the bed. Or put it on the dresser, whatever. But I mean, it's happened before.
Yeah.
I've actually never mind.
Yeah, money. Yeah.
All right, girls, get up. Y'all know what that means. There's money upstairs. Come on.
All right, thank you for the super chat, DeMarcus. Imagine if Shannon Sharp invented P. Diddy. This would be interesting and break the internet. They are the most talked about people in 2024.
Oh, you're saying interviewed? I think you meant interviewed.
If he interviewed him? Are you saying an interview or are you saying
interview? Okay. He spelled it wrong. He meant to say interview.
All right, so I would like to see what he would answer. That's my thing.
And that's not happening now.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. He's not getting out, y'all. And we're gonna move on to that. This is the last story.
Let me say one thing, not even about this though, but word on the street, Shannon Sharp had a big interview. They said he was about to interview Oprah, and that messed it up.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, so somebody probably threw a monkey wrench in his ish.
He was about to interview Oprah. Oprah don't interview everybody.
Oprah?
Yeah, that's what he was saying. He was like, he never said the name, but it was coming out that he was like he had a big interview, like a real big interview, and I think that's what it was about to be. It was about to be heard.
Okay.
It's too late now. She ain't gonna do it.
He ain't live from the pen. Hold on, let me see, because I have my TV on just in case.
No, you're not. One shot gaming.
I think that's a poor gamer, Loki. Trolling crazy.
Okay, so I don't know any man going to do the do with his phone unless he taking pics or video.
No, but I don't think that, baby. I think he was on his phone and he put it down on the bed or on the dresser, and because it was live, it picked up.
It got the sound.
So
let me ask you this: do you think that he made a mistake and that's what happened, and basically he went live through the phone on the bed, and that's how we heard everything going on.
That's what it came. That's what came out that man's mouth. He said he made a mistake. It's like he made the mistake. He don't he owed it. He said he basically owed. He don't know how to work this type of technology, and he got caught. I mean, that's what happened.
And for me, at first, I thought he was lying, but once I saw that Instagram did change the how to go live, I do feel like it was a mistake. I now that I've seen it from my own self, they changed it. There's no more prompts. There's no more. It's just you click it and it's 3 seconds. Yeah, it was an accident. Cause I can see it. I've seen. I've had moments before. I'll just say that I can see it. It was an accident. Instagram fix it because a lot of people gonna be. A lot of people gonna be.
Hey, when you got Michelle in the bed with you, man, don't worry about that phone, my brother, because you ain't gonna get another pass. ESPN ain't give you a straight, but they not gonna play with you, bro. You better leave that phone in the car if you're gonna be getting it in. I'm just saying, you better leave that phone in the car.
I think, baby, that thing gonna be in his gym bag, like you said, or in the car, because he ain't making that mistake again.
And we don't know who Michelle is, but I can tell you, she ain't black. I can tell you that. That's a white woman.
I thought she was white too. The way she was, never mind.
Yeah, I thought
she was white, but she could have been Hispanic. I don't know, but
that's a white woman.
Like the white.
I mean, how could y'all tell just from the sound?
No, but you could tell. But you could tell. Like, let's be honest though. Like,
look, I want to know how y'all able to tell.
I'm not saying I'm right. I just said my first instinct and thought was, oh, she sound like a white girl.
That's a white woman right there, man. This is maybe after dark one of these times.
After dark, yeah, this gotta be an after dark conversation, y'all. So we're gonna like curve it from here.
Yeah.
And
no pun intended.
Right. I mean, we might have to make that happen on Monique's channel.
Yeah,
like 1 o'clock. Cause I mean, I'm gonna let it go. Cause that definitely was a white woman. And
I thought she was a white woman too. I'm not gonna
lie. Look, I had to ask, so please don't. I had to ask.
Inga, you so mean.
What'd she say?
I'm saying he's old, Inga. I'm saying that because of the new update, it is very easy for anybody, young or old, to accidentally go live. If you don't believe me, go check for yourself.
He ain't old, but he's an old. Like, let's stop the cat, man. Like, my mother, she's 65 years old. She got an iPhone 15. She don't know how to work this type of technology.
My parents don't, but I'm saying again, I thought he was lying.
He's an older man.
Once I went on Instagram myself and saw they changed it, and I went live in 3 seconds. It's like, yeah, I think it's an accident, but I'm not here to convince nobody. But I'm just saying.
I get you.
He don't know how to work technology. You ask your dad or your mom, whoever, to come try to hook up a laptop. They don't know what they doing.
But it's not even that. All these new little updates, like even with iPhone, they have this weird thing. If I'm in a text, let's say I'm texting Moochie, right? And I have the text open. It does this thing where it will record me. And I'm like, whoa, why are you recording? Like, and I have to stop it. And there's little things that are happening with these new phones and the updates and they're trying to do this and they're trying to do that. And that's all I'm saying. That's all.
All right.
I've recorded myself accidentally before. Nothing.
Okay, so you're just letting us know it's a possibility that this happens.
Possibility. 56, 26. It's the possibility. That's all I'm gonna say.
Man, I ain't gonna say nothing. People get kind of. We all gonna get old. It's like it just happens. Like, it's okay to be 56 years old. It's okay to be 26 or 18. As long as you're alive to see another day, that doesn't matter. But the man is getting old. He even said it himself. He don't know how to work today's technology. He said it.
It's true. And Instagram has an update every other month. I'm only 34. And the other day I was trying to figure, I was like, how do I do this? Whether you're young or old, I'm just saying. It's
Even his old stylist said he was cap. I think his Mooch. I think his stylist is no, man, he jealous. I'm gonna leave that alone.
All right, so look, this is the last thing on the list, y'all. It happened last night. I want to say me, Monique, and we were talking backstage after the live, and
it breaking news. Moochie was
breaking news.
We were talking about power or whatever.
Go ahead.
And Moochie just was like, y'all know Moochie, man. She was like, oh, they arrested Diddy. I was like, no. And as soon as she said it, I got an alert on my phone. And we just, oh my gosh.
This might sound harsh though, but I actually got a hey Mona, I got a song. And y'all can join me if y'all want. I got a song for Puff Daddy. Nah. Hey, goodbye. I don't feel sorry for this clown. Lock him up and throw away the key. And I don't want to hear none of saying protect black man. Black man is protected. He is a scumbag. He deserved to go to jail.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's one shot game and said my Harlem bros hit me immediately last night. So let me ask y'all this. He came back to New York. Do y'all believe that he knew this was coming?
Yes, because they let his lawyer let him know, like, yo, you about to get, in a certain day. They gave him the date and time, like, yo, you might as well come here and visit your family, get to shaking hands, kissing babies on a Monday or Tuesday, you going to jail.
Dang. Well, oh gosh, you guys, this is a lot.
He is in custody in New York. He has been arrested by the feds.
They about to do him dirty.
They found assault cameras with the serial numbers removed, which means they were shaved off AR-15s. They're saying right now, as of now, he will not be getting bail. And then they was talking about how he's throwing these parties with different types of substances. I'm trying to be real careful with my words here, y'all.
Okay.
And he's not getting bail.
We're gonna have to come back next Tuesday because there's more stuff as we talking right now.
It's more stuff that's unfolding.
Yeah.
Now let me get to the question that I did put in the poll question for this afternoon's live, which is, will we see more arrests to follow with Diddy? Please scroll up to the top, cast y'all vote, and you know what y'all gotta do.
Put me up in that algorithm and holla at your girl.
Okay, so there's a 14-page indictment, y'all. Let me put my glasses on because y'all know I don't want y'all to look. It's this is not good, man. This is not good for him. Now I'm gonna ask y'all this: do you think we're gonna hear anything from this whole thing that happened back in 99 with the whole thing where Sean took the fall for him? Is that gonna come back too?
No.
Okay, I just had to ask that question.
They everything with Cassidy and them freak off and stuff like that. They said now this is not a rumor. This was, y'all can look it up right now. This is new news right here. They got tapes of him having, oh my God. Freak off is not a bad word, is it?
You can say it.
Okay, sure. Freak off. That's what they say they got. I mean, and more weapons. They got a lot of stuff, man. Like they even got, I can't say it, but the like pink, you know what? That drug.
Yeah, they had the an X.
Yes, and you know what though? This is mighty crazy. I know Monique probably followed this. I meant to send it to you, Moochie. You know that 50 Cent was suing his baby mother. You know what I mean, for $1 million. And you remember he just dropped the case last week.
Right.
And this happened. 50 Cent must knew what was gonna happen. And that's why he dropped the case, because it wouldn't look good for him to keep suing her, knowing that she's gonna be wrapped up in Puff's case.
Right.
Because she's all on the documents and stuff like that. So she's gonna be she gonna have to do some singing or she gonna go to jail.
Do you think she sung already? Because look, the tables are turning, and he pulled. Now that you mention that, he pulled back his litigation.
Yeah.
And now this has happened. So is she testifying against him? There's gonna be a lot of people
testifying. Let me ask Monique, don't you think she gonna have to? Because they said even like I don't even want to talk about because you two so sensitive, but they were saying if you was at that party and doing a little freak off situation, you could possibly go to jail. This is a crime.
Yes, we already. That's why I said that's why the poll question was, who else are we going to see go down with this?
There are going to be people that go down, but I want to be clear. It's not just attending a Diddy party, y'all. We got to be like smart.
No, it's not. But they already have it for
partook in the
freak
shenanigans and the freak offs and the all that hoopla. Yeah. And they got tapes. Yeah. Someone else does got it. All right.
They already said in the press conference when they just announced his arrest that there are tapes. There's other people that's going to be involved. And also, hold up, I'm looking at the thing. That's why I went off the screen because I know I gotta go.
He a 69 guy, man. He a freak. That dude is a nasty dude. What you doing with some doggone Johnson & Johnson?
It's my God. With physical intimidation and things like that. Having people work in conditions where then he not letting them eat or sleep. They being sleep deprived and stuff like that. And this came out with the last lawsuit that came out from Dawn that was with Danity Kane, and she was also with the Dirty Money Group. She did the last thing with the Love album. So my question is this: did she have to
Moochie, let me say one thing. He was forcing people to do that.
Yes,
that's what I mean. So if you didn't
allegedly,
that's when the documents are. But allegedly, if you didn't want to, do that the little freak off situation, allegedly he would get somebody or crack your head. That's what the document said. You can look it up.
No, I'm looking at the documents now. That's what I was getting up now while I was. That's why I went behind.
No, not you.
That's why
I'm talking about the
camera.
people in the comments. If y'all really want to look at all this stuff, y'all can go to TMZ right now. The stuff is in there.
It's on it's legal documents, so you could go
this
on any website with that. Excuse me.
I'm sorry. Whoa, calm down. It wasn't intentional.
Because I'm in the middle of talking. Y'all keep cutting me off.
My bad.
We don't have to check each other disrespectfully.
I just was saying, excuse me. I'm not being disrespectful, but it's
it is. So let's not do that. It was an accident.
It keeps happening though, and I'm
well, we've all been guilty. We've all been guilty of doing it. So.
Yeah, it's a 14-page document. It's a 14-page. You made me lose my train of thought. Forget it now. Let's forget it.
It's a 14-page document on TMZ, and Moochie about to show y'all right now. So just be patient, y'all.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to explain, but I done lost my train of thought, so I'm trying to get back on track. Go ahead, Monique, continue talking.
I don't know what we said.
Yeah,
but it's an accident. It's not a purpose.
I know it wasn't, but I was trying. I just was saying, excuse me, because I'm trying to this. That's all.
Yeah, but it influences.
It wasn't with animosity, and you take it. Don't even gotta go.
It influences people in the comment section to feed into.
And that's where
that's what I'm saying.
Too much right now.
No, we're not. We're just gonna check our tone when we speak to each other. But my issue is with Dawn. I believe. I listen, y'all. I always believe victims. As a woman, I believe victims. And um I definitely think there is truth to her lawsuit. However, I have an issue with Dawn because I would look at her and question her credibility. Dawn has seemingly and publicly been an ally to Diddy for the last 10 plus years. When when he dismantled Danity Kane, he cherry picked Dawn for whatever reason. He cherry picked Dawn to continue to work with her. And a few years after Danity Kane broke up, he formed the group Diddy Dirty Money. Then all those years, she has continued to sing his praises publicly in interviews, things like that. And then as of the last 2 years, you worked with him on his latest project, Love.
Dang.
Not only did you work on it, because I know some people are going to say, well, she was we don't know about that. Even though I'm going to feed into it. Let's say she was forced. Let's say he threatened her. Okay. You didn't have to go out your way to promote the album. You didn't have to go out your way to praise Diddy. She actually wrote a Instagram story or a message. She wrote something publicly praising Diddy, giving him credit and acknowledgement for allowing her to work on it was all of that. It was all of that. And so if I was Aubrey O'Day, I would be looking at Dawn Richards with a major side eye because Dawn, if you're saying everything is true in your lawsuit and you witnessed all this stuff, you really let Aubrey O'Day hang out to dry by herself for the last 10 years. I'm not saying Dawn is lying, but I'm looking at you sideways. I'm looking at you sideways because you, my friend, you chose the publicity, you chose the fame, you chose the money, you chose to work with Diddy over integrity and what was right. I'm sorry, you don't get to work with him up until a year and a half, 2 years ago, and then be a victim at the same time. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't care. This is my opinion. And if y'all know me, I always stand with victims. I always stand with victims. Even when y'all tell me not to, I typically stand with victims. But with Dawn, I have to look at her sideways because of all of that. I have to look at you sideways, sister.
Can I say this?
So can I say something now? With that being said, he is on bail, right? He has no bail. They're leaving him inside. Like I said, it's they're calling his enterprise basically a criminal enterprise that he's running. They also mentioned in the indictment that he's basically forcing people to do certain things. So this is why we're here. And it's some things involving minors too. So I'm just giving y'all it's not a deep dive. I'm just basically scratching the surface to let y'all know what's going on with this.
Can I say something?
Yes.
To Monique and Moochie, I apologize if I was cutting y'all off. You know what I mean? It's kind of delayed because I'm using the StreamYard app, whatever.
Exactly.
So I apologize if I was cutting y'all off.
It's not intentional.
It wasn't intentional. It's actually this app. But I just want to say one thing. I didn't ever know that because I had the cape on for Donna. I actually believe what she was saying, but I didn't know she did songs with the Love album. I'm kind of new. This kind of new to me.
Yeah. She did.
Yeah, and then she's bringing up how she was locked in the car with her father, had to drive all the way from Baltimore to come get her.
Ooh.
Yeah,
so get her out of this locked car. So it's a lot of things. You got to look at it like this. If she's been doing this long, I'm not making excuses. Let me just try to explain. She's in a rock and a hard place. They was trying to tell Cassie to get out of that situation, and she don't even realize she's stuck in a situation herself. So
I just gotta ask this though, ladies, for real, because y'all ladies, we man. I mean, I'm a man at the end of the day, so we don't feel what y'all feel when it comes to stuff like that. I think some men do need to be like, if a woman has said y'all have been touched, I think some man needs to be like, you know what? I don't think a woman is gonna sit there and lie all the time. Now, I do see some women that be lying, but you have to instantly believe a woman if they said somebody, intentionally, not intentionally, like
Mm-hmm.
disrespected y'all and touched y'all in the wrong parts and stuff like that. So I don't really
Mm-hmm.
know about this. I know the Diddy Kane stuff. All I know is that Don was kind of disrespecting the Caucasian lady name? I forgot that. Yeah,
Aubrey
Aubrey
she
O'Day.
she was disrespecting her. Yeah, this is document. She was disrespecting her when they came out with that Danny Kane. I mean, not Danny Kane, but the not the Love album, but the
Dirty
what's that?
Money.
Dirty Money album. Yeah, because she was saying that she was crazy and she was on some type of drugs and
Oh,
stuff like that. That yeah, she was.
I know
They was
that.
They
beefing.
all just
She
they
was
all
beefing.
dismissed they all dismissed Aubrey O'Day. And keep in mind, y'all know who her last boyfriend was, because he let a lot of stuff out of the bag too.
Yeah, the dude from Day 26.
No, I'm talking about Aubrey. She was dating
Oh.
Trump's son.
Oh yeah,
Did
yeah,
y'all
yeah,
know
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, I saw stuff. Yeah,
She
yeah.
from I think she's from Boston, Massachusetts, if I am mistaken. And I think that's what Donald Trump's son or whatever they was living in Massachusetts somewhere, if I am mistaken.
Mm.
Okay, so I'm gonna read this. Lenore Wilson says, "This is what I had. This is what I always had a problem with: is how nobody speaks out against wrongdoing until they get caught. Then suddenly they have seen so much but never reported anything. You
Mm.
look, they showing you how much power this dude have. Watch if this thing goes to trial and he don't make a plea deal." Everything's gonna come out with what he did. Because remember, he was supposed to go amongst a trial amongst his peers or whatever the case may be. If he goes through a trial, you know how we was finding out everything with the R. Kelly thing, even though they did that surviving R.
R.
Kelly,
Kelly, yeah.
we found out more stuff when the trial happened. So this is gonna happen too. I don't know if it's gonna be a repeat thing where we see people outside in Brooklyn like how they was with R. Kelly. And he had his fans and everything out there. So we might see a repeat of the same thing.
And can
Can
I
I
just
ask? Oh, go ahead. My bad.
just for the sensitivity aspect? I understand what you're saying, Lenora. I do, but I just want us all to just take a moment and put ourselves in people's shoes. It is very scary to speak out on things when you're dealing with someone that is as powerful and on the caliber that someone like a Diddy is. We have people working in corporate America who are scared to speak out on the CEO,
Yeah.
let alone someone like a Diddy who could take everything from you, who could sabotage you, who could do it. Is very scary. And that is why there is such a thing as strength in numbers. Is I can't. Yeah, it's easy to say, oh, I would have done this and I would have. Sometimes you don't know what you would do until you're in a situation. And I just do want
Uh-huh.
us to just remember that, there are housekeepers. I think in the lawsuit that Cassie put out in November, there was moments where the housekeepers were there and they were just crying in a corner. And then once the abuse was done, they would run to her side and clean her. It's scary. Like, it is scary to be the only one to speak up. You know what I'm saying? So let's just keep that in mind as well.
Can I
I'm glad
answer
you
the?
brought that up, Monique. What
Can I answer
you
the?
gonna say, Detroit? Go ahead.
No, I don't want to cut nobody. I just want to
You didn't.
the question that I don't know if that's a man or one, but in that document, Moochie got it. It
Mhm.
says that if the people that was at that freak off, he would threaten them to show the tape if they were doing it, if they would go and tell. He would
Yeah, he
threaten
got a
them.
lot of people on tape where he was probably threatening them. Go ahead. You want to
Yeah,
go and tell people I'll end your career?
yeah,
You
that's what he was
look, and
saying.
and and you got to look at it like this. How many people's career did this man end?
A lot.
Now, I mean, let's be honest here. With a show of hands, y'all know y'all know the history of the. A lot of people know some of the history of the Bad Boy roster and what happened to these people.
Yeah.
So I mean, he has a track record where you will have to think things through and how you do it. If you
Yeah. I mean,
we're gonna find out a lot of stuff because they already talking about somebody. They already talking about some M charges, y'all. I'm just
he
saying.
threatened to blow up Ryan Leslie's car just for talking to or no, not Ryan Leslie. I'm sorry,
Kid Cudi.
Cudi car just for flirting and talking to Cassie. So imagine,
And they already talking about the model back in the day.
Well, we kind of
Wait a minute, from
okay.
Sean John, that was his car was blown up and he didn't make it. So we're hearing little buzzes about that too. It was a model that Kim Porter was dating. So look, I'm telling you, it's gonna be. You know how people say it's gonna be skeletons coming out of the closet. It's gonna be a lot coming out of his. I'm gonna read a couple of comments and then we're gonna do one last roundup of people's thoughts, and then we're gonna close out the poll. And I do apologize, Monique, if you thought I was talking to you loud. I got my AC running back here. So I got a lot going, we do know it's a delay, y'all. Okay.
I apologize.
Momo, I know you ain't mean it, girl. Let's move on. Okay, Jay-Z and Jamie Foxx, Russell Simmons, Usher for Bieber case. Yes. So and we not even talking. We didn't get on the other thing. I'm telling y'all, we're gonna see a lot of names that we know, a lot of people that we know, and things are gonna come out. I said this earlier when I was talking to the ladies earlier in the chat, and y'all know who y'all are. So yeah, we're gonna see a lot of stuff as far as that. If he pays someone to take the fall for him, Sean, allegedly, he'll damn sure rat on someone. You saying he's gonna rat on someone, RC? So you saying he gonna do this?
I'm going down. I'm taking a whole lot of people in the car.
Okay, so that's what y'all saying he gonna do?
Hey, Mooch,
that's what y'all saying he gonna do?
I'm going down. I'm taking a whole lot of people in the car.
I'm just saying, is that what y'all saying he gonna do?
Yes.
I mean, Nino Brown was from Harlem.
If I'm going down, I'm taking a whole lot of people in the car.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I feel sorry I'm praying for his
Oh, he's snitching for real. Hey,
you know,
Kim.
You know who I'm praying for? I'm praying for his daughters.
His kids.
Yeah, that's who I feel sorry for. Because hours before this, he was at Central Park yesterday.
Yeah.
All of that. He was going around in Harlem, shaking hands, all of that. So I guess he knew that they actually was supposed to do it today, but they moved last night.
They had a threat. They probably was nervous that he was going to try to dip.
I think so.
But I'm not praying for Justin Combs and his older son because allegedly I think they participated in it. So
okay,
don't get no press for me.
All right, so who wants to answer this question besides me? My question is, where was these skeletons before? He had people holding his secrets. He's with the elite. So I guess basically he had to fall on his sword for the stuff that he did. This is him falling on his sword, y'all.
Dang.
What's your thoughts, Momo?
I don't even know, y'all. I mean, yeah, I feel bad. Sorry, I had to think about the last comment. I do feel very bad for his children. Very bad.
Just the daughters though, and the babies.
I think the son is getting. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, that was me. That was on me. Sorry.
I feel bad for Quincy.
Okay, don't feel sorry for them two boys, King Combs and the oldest one, because they in it with it too. So don't feel bad for them.
Yeah, I don't think Quincy had anything.
I don't think Quincy's involved in it. I think it's I think it's the one that he had with Misa, because I'm trying not to mention their names. They still babies to me. They still kids to me. So I really don't want to bring up their names like that. But I think it's gonna be
Moochie.
his. I know, but
to me,
that's like somebody that's my kid's age. So I try to be careful with it. I know they grown and you try to teach them well, but look at who they following, y'all.
But
they following him, and it is what it is.
I know we supposed. This is an unpopular thing, but I know we supposed to, idolize our mothers and our dads. But wrong is wrong at the end of the day. You see your dad doing something wrong, don't mean you supposed to go and do it. No excuses, man. They was out there doing what they daddy was doing.
I
They
don't
was
think. Can Detroit? I'm gonna be real with you, and I'm not trying to be naive or cape for them because I
okay.
don't care about them. You know, I don't think they were necessarily there for the freak off and the like X-rated stuff. Do I think Diddy had his kids in environments that they shouldn't have been in? I do. I do.
Okay.
Do I think Diddy may have even supplied women for his sons? I do.
And
I
that's
do.
bad.
And it's bad, but I don't like the X-rated, like the racketeering, schrackering, all that stuff. I don't think them boys are in that. But I do think he's guilty of negatively influencing his children and putting his children in inappropriate environments. I do agree with that.
Okay,
well,
we on the same stage.
according to the legal documents, according to the indictment, they are saying that his son was recruiting people for him. So I'm just it's all gonna come out.
He going to jail.
It's all gonna come out. And you know, I just feel bad for. Feel bad for them because they were misguided.
Absolutely.
This is worse. And I know Monique gonna shake her head. This is actually worse than what R. Kelly did. R. Kelly did something dirty too, but this is worse. This 10 times worse. If you want to keep it a buck, think about it.
I don't know about that one, brother. I don't know about that.
I recall an old bad boy executive tried to promote his book calling out Diddy, and he was saying how someone in the industry uses tapes to blackmail. Yes, I know which book you're talking about, and that's with Mark Curry. That's the book called Dancing with the Devil. I've read that book. I don't know if y'all get that book. It is very. It tells a lot of stuff, and that book is over 10 years old.
Dang.
It's on Amazon right now too.
Dang.
Me and Monique, we're gonna have to talk one time on you. We're gonna have to do this again because I beg to differ. I think this is worse than R. Kelly because you taping freak offs, you sitting there got weapons and threatening their careers and stuff like that. This is worse, man. This is like a dang on this is worse.
No, I mean it's subjective, but I don't think I can say that. R. Kelly had held women captive. Like he held them captive. I don't know about that, Detroit.
It's both horrible, but
it's horrible.
This has been going on for a very long time.
According to the legal document, they saying he was using those pals to like scare people, so they was probably being held against their will too.
Yes,
there is kidnapping charges in this document, right? That I just read, like most of it, because I'm like they got him on that too. So
I gotta read this. I want to read this.
I'll send it to you. Don't worry about it. I got you. So so it's a lot going on with that. So,
and I don't feel bad for neither one of them.
I just want to see how far this goes. I will be following the case. I don't know if I'm going to cover this whole thing. But I'll see what kind of feedback I get. If y'all want me to do some more, I'll do some more. All right. But yeah, that's what's going on right now as far as the case. And it's unfolding right now from last night, and I just wanted to get on and just talk about it and see what y'all thoughts is. All right,
I think by Friday, y'all, we're gonna have more information. I think stuff is gonna come out by the week.
It's gonna be RICO charges. Okay, so
update.
Moochie is still doing it in the Gayle interview. Go ahead. I just sent you the thing.
So I just got an update from the Hollywood Reporter. Sean Diddy Combs to be detained pending trial.
Yeah, I already said it. But go ahead, keep reading it.
I thought it was breaking news.
No, keep reading it. Keep reading it. Go.
That's all they got because it's Hollywood Reporter. They want me to pay for the article.
Okay.
So this just for clarity, this means that it's no bail right now. He's going to remain detained, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Until pending trial.
You know why he's not going to get bail? Because if it was a regular person that ain't had that much power and that much money, they probably would have let him out. But he
Yes.
got a Charlie too much money, and they feared that if they let him out, he would go to another country.
Yeah, they already see him as a flight risk.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what
And
it
I
is.
think that's why they moved in last night, because they thought he was gonna make moves before
Yeah,
turning himself in. They had it worked out where he wasn't going to have a perp walk. We didn't. You
Y'all,
notice we haven't seen that, right? Because they felt like he was going to be already tried by
yeah.
just viewing the perp walk. So they're trying to make sure he has a fair trial. And I don't. To me, he's the most popular person that everybody knows.
hmm
And now we back in New York. I don't know how this is gonna work out, if he is gonna be able to have a fair trial.
They said that
They
he
took
sought.
all their passports.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. What you say?
The passport. They sought. Combs sought release on a $50 million bond secured by equity in his Miami residence and that of his mother. Woo, he proposed home detention with GPS monitoring and to be restricted to parts of Florida, New York, and New Jersey. But I guess they denied it, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want him going nowhere. He got too much money stashed. Man, that man
Yeah,
would be
they
gone.
say he going to pay them juries. Remember, keep in mind. Remember the last incident when it happened at the club, the whole thing with him, J-Lo and Sean. They were saying allegedly that was done then. That he paid people off, paid people off in the club, all of that stuff. This is all of the things that's coming back. That
He ain't
they
gonna
was
be able to
talking
do it here
about.
though. That paying people, that ain't gonna happen here. New York is totally different.
I
And
think
they
his money's kind of low now. In New York is totally different, but he had a trial here already before and got off.
But the feds already got what they need. That's why they came down on him. They got all them tapes. They got all the evidence they need to bring him down.
Exactly.
They think he's a major flight risk due to his substantial resources.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, 50 Cent, man, while you sitting there trolling, bro, you need to go ahead and drop that documentary, bro. It's about that time.
Nah, I think he gonna wait till he put out all his thing. Oh, thank you.
Got some money.
Yeah. Got money. Yeah.
All right, girls, get up. Y'all know what that means. There's money upstairs. Come on.
Thank you for the $10 cash app. Okay, so I guess we covered all our stories. We do have something. We're gonna start trying to do this every Tuesday. So please be sure to keep your notifications on. What you got going on, Momo?
Oh, what do I got? I'm about to do. I'll probably actually, I'm hungry. Anyway, between tonight and tomorrow, I'm gonna do my recap for Power. It's not gonna be scene by scene. I'm actually gonna give y'all my thoughts on the second half of the season since it premiered September 6th. I'm gonna give my thoughts and my critiques on the season thus far, and I think we'll be doing some reality TV stuff this week as well. So please stay tuned and subscribe, and all that good stuff. Thank you.
Did I delete it by accident? I thought I closed it out. Oh no, I did close it out. Okay, so I did close out the poll. Okay. And 54 people voted. Thank you. We have a total. Everybody's saying more people to follow. It is 92% that says yes.
Dang.
92% of the people that is on this live said yes, a more arrests to follow with Diddy. Okay. All right, so we're gonna close things out, y'all. I want to thank everybody for coming through. Thank you, Nita. Thank you, Miss K. Hood Encyclopedia. Thanks a lot for your input. Yeah, we do need a Dave Chappelle skit.
Hey, oh, I miss you, girl.
Yeah, so please, thank you, Marcia. This is my homegirl I grew up with. I knew her since the 5th grade, y'all.
Oh,
Queens in the building.
Yes, Queens is in the building, y'all. Oh yeah, and they said
Oh,
PD
yeah.
Jakes is on that list. I heard he did resign and leave everything to his daughter's taking over his ministries and stuff like that. But
I gotta put the cape on for TDJ. But he was already doing that way before this happened, though.
Uh-oh.
He already said that his daughter was gonna be, you know what I mean, that he was she was supposed to take over anyway. I don't
okay,
think,
so that was his intent anyway, but they
yeah.
gonna use this as an excuse.
Yeah.
But we're gonna see a lot more people get brought up in this thing, and I believe a lot of people are gonna be surprised at some of the names we see, y'all. I did say this. I did say it earlier. I was talking to my ladies, and they was, we were talking about that. So yeah, she said he did not resign. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, but like I said, things is gonna come out. So I don't know if, like I just said, well, I say allegedly, so I'll keep with that.
TDJ's being at them parties would be straight up comedy, man. Come on now.
I'm not going.
I don't even want to. I don't know.
Come on now, give that man some grace. That man ain't in them parties, man.
I'm not gonna jump on the bandwagon. I don't like to jump and bash people.
Hey, AG.
Before I know facts.
Yeah, let me get the facts, because this one came out of nowhere with TD Jakes. I only had what I have is what I know.
Right. He was at one party. He was at one party, and it was like one of them brunches at a puff party in LA. And everybody was there. Isha Ray was there. Lena Waithe was there. Everybody was there. So come on now, don't do that, y'all.
I agree. All right. So I'm going to just tell it right here. Lecrae said he was at them parties.
Lecrae, and that's a gospel, not gospel, but he's a worship, praise and worship singer. I forget the word now. But
he's a rapper.
Okay.
Religious.
But
Christian
it could be people that be at these parties that leave 5 minutes before. So let's not all include everybody with this situation. Yeah. How many times have you gone to a party and be like, you know what, let me leave out of here early because I got stuff to do tomorrow?
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When I go to some of the industry events, I do my job. I mingle. Once my job is complete, I have a drink, I mingle, I network, and I leave.
Make sure you look at the person that's making that drink, though.
And I do.
Okay.
Because I don't want to see you know what I'm saying? Just because you go to a party don't mean you just see everything. Obviously, the X-rated stuff happens later, So let's open our minds, y'all. Let's open our minds. Everybody in their mama was at Diddy's parties. That don't mean they're all guilty. That don't mean they all, like he just said, we had everybody was there.
Yeah, man.
Let's not act like Diddy isn't who he was. He had everybody at his events. His brunches were legendary. So let's not forget, his contact.
Denzel said you're supposed to leave before the devil get there.
You'll
be okay.
And Miss K, that's what I do, baby. I do my stuff, I mingle, and bye-bye.
Hey, CVA, I got before you go. Hey, CVJ, you better be worried, my brother, because I know you was doing something you ain't had no business doing.
I think listen, you gotta go back to also, who spoke out today that started saying stuff that we ain't hear from in years when she left the country?
Who that?
Who? Eve. Oh, Eve was on Stevie J's ex.
Yep.
And he passed the tape around years ago, allegedly.
Oh, it's allegedly, but
it was a tape going around with her years ago in the early 2000s, if you know. So I'll say allegedly, but it was mentioned in her VH1 Behind the Music story. You could go check that out. It's on Paramount.
Remember, she used to be a stripper, didn't she?
Then they was talking about the whole, she had like a little tape thing going around. Okay. So I'm with that being said, I'm gonna say what we have coming up. I believe tonight we're doing with the ladies the fight night with Kevin Hart and Samuel L. Jackson. And we're gonna be reviewing that. And also tomorrow with myself, Inga, and Detroit, we will be reviewing the FX Aaron Hernandez story, which airs tonight. So at midnight it drops. So y'all want to get on this and watch it, please do. I believe it's on today. So please be sure to check y'all notifications. Please subscribe to all our links. It is in the description that is in this live. If you scroll down, you can scroll down and subscribe to the channels. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Thank you for coming through. I really appreciate everybody that has been here. Thank you, Monique. Thank you, Detroit. And thank you for all of the people in the chat. Nita, RC, Rewind, Marcia, Tamika, Jeremiah, Hood, Encyclopedia. I hope you subscribe. AG, so on and so forth. I saw Candy in here also. Thank y'all, Miss Nisi. Thank y'all for coming out.
Tamika.
Exactly. She was one of the first I mentioned.
Inga. One shot gaming.
One shot gaming. Support gaming was here also. I want to thank everybody for coming out, y'all. God bless and
good night.
Take care.
Good night.
Put me up in that algorithm and holla at your girl.